So how much was this?
22.
$22?
For 10, yeah.
For 10 pieces.
What up guys? The other week I went to the 626 night market at the OC Fairgrounds, and I just wanted to talk about my experience and also ponder the question, why is everything so expensive there? I'll also cover my food recommendations and also the strategy that I'll have going there in the future. So the reason I think it's so pricey, this is a bit of speculation, so obviously don't just trust me outright. One of the reasons I think it's really pricey is because the ticket amount that you have to pay is only $5, or at least around $5. There's like taxes, so it ends up being like $6. But because the ticket prices are so cheap, they can't just like exist without making money. So the way that they do it is, at least I believe this is how they do it, a percentage of revenue that they gain from selling you whatever it might be, a sandwich or art, is gonna be given to the people who organize the event, basically the 626 night market people. So in a lot of ways, it's almost as if you're just paying an extra ticket fee every time you buy something different. So in other words, if the vendors don't increase their prices by a lot, they'll basically be making very little amount and either breaking even or just losing money, which is not something they're there to do. So obviously they're gonna increase the prices by a crazy amount. And pretty much everything there was super pricey. So be prepared to spend a good amount of money if you want to try a lot of the different foods or even buy like say art there like I did. All right, so the next segment is completely subjective. What are the things that I bought that I actually feel were worth it? But also because we went as a pretty big group, I'd say there were about like 9 or 8 of us. And because there was a lot of people, we could split up and buy different things and just basically like sharing with your friends decreases the price a lot, which is part of my advice. Like if you were to go, I suggest you go with a decent amount of people because you'll just have more experiences with different foods. That is if your friends actually like sharing. Okay, so the first place I'm gonna recommend is the Japanese sando place, which is called Sandoichi. And I personally really liked the thing that I got, which was the chicken katsu truffle. And it cost $14 and it definitely didn't feel like it was worth $14, but it was one of my favorite things there. My friend Connie got a corn dog thing that basically just looked like a really mutated potato on a stick. But she said that it was really good. And then OC got the lobster roll, which he said was only okay. My friends also got lured in by the Arcane Maid Cafe boba place, and after they got it and tried it, they actually said that it tasted pretty not good. And I kind of trust my friend because he's like a boba addict.
In the grand scheme of things, it sucks. But this is 626 night market, so you can't be expecting it to be like awesome boba, you know?
What?
So it's fine.
I mean, we got awesome food here.
Yes, awesome food, but this boba sucks.
So maybe avoid that place if, you know, you see it. It's pretty obvious, like there's anime girls on it and whatnot, so just don't trust what you see. I also shared some Taiwanese noodles with my friend. It's called Asha, and I thought they were okay at best. Like I really liked the design of the place, like it totally lured me in, like it looks cool. But then the noodles itself, to me personally, just tasted okay. So one of my favorite things that I didn't get, but got to try out because of OC, he got this squid thing that was basically like calamari, and it was probably the best thing there. So if you see any squid places, I highly recommend trying it out. I'll ask him what the place was called. I'm not entirely sure. I don't know if I got footage of it, but that's the best I can do right now. I also thought that the skewers were pretty good overall. Like I probably wouldn't go there just to buy them. I'd go for the squid instead, or like the Japanese sandwich, because they tasted way better to me. But it was great that my friends like ended up getting a whole bunch of them because they're very shareable, so like that you just get it and then just share it with people. And my other friends got this baby bottle type of drink that they said was more worth it than the boba because of the cost.
$20.
Oh, the bottle was $20.
Oh, yeah.
The drink was probably like nothing.
Nothing. What's inside?
It's coconut mango? Coconut mango?
No. Coconut pineapple. I figure this $7 trash.
$7 trash?
Yeah, if I get a
$7
refill, it's like
cup of sugar.
$10 each time I drink one.
Yeah.
Also, one of the food trucks there, which was, I think it was like Kong cream or something, or cream Kong. It was ice cream, and I thought it was like just okay.
So what do you think? It's kind of small, huh?
Yeah, ignore the phallic nature of the ice cream. I'm gonna remove this. There we go. More I don't know.
Family friendly.
More family friendly.
Oh, I had no idea what you guys were
We're
talking
family
about.
friendly around here.
My friend Connie and OC thought that it was pretty good, but I just felt like it was okay, and that's it. Like, ice cream usually just isn't bad, but like there's really good ice cream. Like, to me, I really love Creamistry. And then there's like okay ice cream, which is like that food truck, in my opinion.
I realize I'm smiling, but you can't see it.
So as for the art, I definitely think that some of the art there is definitely worth buying. Like, 3 of us ended up buying some art, and one thing that you need to know about buying art from the 626 Night Market, or at least the places that we bought it from, they only give you the prints and not the frames. So once you buy the prints, you're gonna need to like go buy the frame itself. And if you want a decent frame, it's depending on the size of what you bought as your print, it's gonna cost like extra. So what I bought was 24 inches by 36 inches, and that ended up being like extra $50. And then another one that was, I think it was 24 by 18 inches. That one ended up being an extra $20. So that's just something that you should note while buying prints. Like for me, I ended up buying some artwork of Avatar, The Last Airbender, one of my favorite shows ever. And I thought it was like super cool. Like, it's one of those artworks where you just have to look really closely to find like the cool details about that art. And that costed about $80. And then I bought another artwork that was of Ryuk from Death Note. And then luckily, after buying that one, I got to get one for free. So there's like deals there for sure. So that ended up being about $130 And by the way, I just bought the frames from Michael's and Target. The 2 smaller ones were from Target. They're specifically from Target, and I actually bought like a white one, and then I didn't really like the way it looked. So I just returned it and got another one like 2 days later, which was a very, very seamless process. Apparently you can just exchange Target's like own products because it's like a frame made by Target, I believe. And I bought the bigger frame from Michael's just because Target didn't have the correct size, and I do like the sort of brown wood finish, like dark wood finish for something like Avatar. It just sort of fits. But yeah, the 626 Night Market is a pretty fun place to go with your friends. I just think that the prices are kind of crazy, so it's better if you have like money to spend before you go, in my opinion. But of course, you can just go there and talk like we did as well. Anyways, that's pretty much everything that I personally bought at the 626 Night Market. It was just the sandwich and the artwork, and half of the osha noodles because I shared that with my friend. I actually didn't buy anything else, everything else was just like shared. But of course, if you're not intending on buying art, you know, you're most likely not going to spend as much money as I did. But just be wary that the food prices there are pretty darn expensive. Alright, so now I'm just going to play some of the footage that I recorded.
Does it look good?
It looks pretty good. Pretty tantalizing. I've never had a lobster roll before.
For sure.
I hear that the most authentic lobster rolls are from the East Coast. So
this is not authentic.
I mean, but it might not be. I'm not expecting it to be. I don't know how I could judge it, but we'll see.
Okay, I'm gonna eat this sandwich that I bought. It's $14. I ate the other half already and I thought it was pretty good. But I'm gonna eat the other half right now, see how it goes.
Alright, let's all eat together.
Let's all eat together. But it's my first time having like katsu with bread, yeah.
Is it good?
Is it pretty good?
How was that?
It's okay. It's not as good as I was probably hyping it up to be in my mind.
Yeah. This one was the chicken katsu truffle. So the truffle element elevates it by a lot to me. Without that, it'd be kind of bland, in my opinion. This is good, but it's definitely not worth $14.
I'm sure everything here is overpriced.
Like, you know the ramen burger that I pointed out, right? That I got last year, or not last year, but the last time I went. It was $18.
18?
Yeah. My arm's getting pretty tired. How do you like your meal?
Good. Yes.
Yes.
Please. Yes. I don't know how to answer that question. I like it.
What is yours again?
It's a corn dog.
Doesn't look like a
Rice
corn dog.
flour and potato.
It's just got like potatoes growing out of it.
If you made it this far into the video, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you've been to the 6269 night market before, let me know what your recommendations are in the comments below, and I'll probably try it out next year. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you guys in the next video.